One is a bastard and the other's a prick. Argue over tunneling shtick. One is a shyster and the other's a bum. Maybe doesn't matter which one. One is an idiot, it might be both of them. Shut up, dude. Welcome to Shut Up, Dude, a podcast. We've got some intro music now. What do you think of that?
That was the very first time I've heard that intro music, and we're using it.
Yeah, good.
That's totally our intro music now.
I might bring something more to that later. I might.
Yeah, bro.
I've been playing around with different themes, like different sounds. So
that is the foundation.
Maybe it will be different.
That is the foundation. We need to use it.
Now I've got to ask you. You've got to deal with this before it just ambushes us, right? Otherwise, we're going to hear these other bits of music when we don't want to.
Oh, it's all good. I'm just going to.
Or you could mute that channel for now, bro, and that would do it too.
Yeah.
Well, this is Shut Up, Dude. This is a podcast where I guess we hang out and bro down, and also, like we were saying before this, like we're haters. There'll be a lot of kind of
we're the guys at the gig.
Attacking each other's worldview. In fact, maybe that's a good place to start with news, brother, because last week you charged me with doing some homework.
Yeah.
You did say that 99% of
the tea companies are
we started
cults.
with all of them,
yeah,
but then it was 99% of them are
What
cults.
did you find?
One
big one?
One tea. No, they have less than a 1% market share. There's one that's a legit cult. That does about $50 million of commerce a year, which seems like a lot. But the total tea trade is like 8 billion. So it's not that much. There's also one more, Celestial Seasonings, which... Okay, so one of the co-founders joined a racist UFO cult, but not until after he'd funded the tea company, and he doesn't work for the tea company now.
Splitting hairs.
No, it's not splitting. I think it's vitally important. But the point is, you were like, hey, all tea companies are cults, and like one of them is. That represents less than 1% of the commerce. So I learned a valuable lesson, which is not to fucking listen to you.
That's adequate.
Okay.
I don't need to learn to not listen to you. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't think you listen to anybody, really.
What was that?
I don't think you listen to anybody,
You
really.
fucking idiot. Did you really fall for that?
What?
I said, what was that, as if I wasn't listening.
Oh,
and you
piece of
repeated
shit.
it. Yeah, you fell for it.
Yeah. I feel very dumb.
Well, what else?
Look,
I know there's news and shit, and cool.
This big Elmo news, bro.
But I remember that tea company thing. I remember being like, all tea companies are cults. Yep. I'm going to tell Jizzy this, and then he'll find out what's real. So, thank you for doing the thing.
Right, so that's just sheer laziness. You just told me something inflammatory knowing I would do the legwork.
Yeah, bro.
I fucking hate you.
That's what this podcast is for.
No, that's terrible. God damn it. Okay, I've learned more than one valuable lesson then.
What else you got?
There's big Elmo news, bro. I don't know if you knew about
bro.
that. Have you been on Twitter at all?
No, but I have seen one of the crack-uppest things I've seen Larry David ever do.
Yeah, well, he choked Elmo because he's sick of his shit. Right, but the reason he's sick of his shit, Elmo puts out a tweet that's like, Elmo's just checking in.
Yeah.
Elmo just checking in. How's everyone doing? And people are like, oh, it's a bleak fucking existence, Elmo. I'm at the end of my pitiful rope. Somehow we're doing more work than our parents for less, like, benefits. You know, like, It's so common for people to want to kill themselves that it's like a trope. It's fashionable. You know what I'm fucking saying, Elmo? So, anyways, Elmo comes back. He's like, wow, Elmo's glad he asked about this. It's important to ask a friend how they're doing. Elmo will check in again soon, friends. Elmo loves you. # emotional well-being. And I just wanted to show you the quote tweet from Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to do it in...
You have to.
I'm going to do the voice. Go fuck yourself for wanting to discriminate against white people. That's the tweet. That's real.
Wait a minute.
Yes, that's him tweeting at Elmo, go fuck yourself for wanting to discriminate against white people. This is what's real. I was thinking about Jordan Peterson, bro.
Wait on.
Yeah.
I thought the fucking Larry David choking Elmo was hilarious.
This is real and it's funny.
But this is way funnier. Why is...
He's lost his fucking... Because he's out of his... Because the B in Jordan B. Peterson stands for benzodiazepine.
Yeah.
It's that or bitch tits.
Yeah.
That fucking guy, bro.
He was such a bitch. He, with his withdrawals, that he got...
That he wouldn't go through the withdrawals. He was like, knock me out. Yeah.
Got put in a coma for 3 months.
Yeah, bro. They put him in a coma in Russia. Yeah.
Why the hate on Elmo from him?
Because to him, this represents something that used to be part of the glorious white dream that has been perverted and filled with black people and stuff.
But like,
he's fucked. He is completely fucked. I think by the time you're tweeting at Sesame Street characters to go fuck themselves, like you might need to go back to that clinic, brother.
Nah, awesome.
He's on something, right? Like
he should be on more of it.
Yeah, but he tweets like weird haikus.
He should be on more of it. Whatever he's taking, give him more.
I guess, bro. I think
if anybody on this
cocktails.
planet needs fucking hallucinogenic steroids, it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just jack him up and get him said
I don't
shit.
know, dude.
Bro,
because now all he's doing is like crying on the internet every week.
I know.
But if you give him hallucinogenic steroids, he might be a problem. Like I don't know.
I think it's his trips would fuck him up, bro.
What's the odds that guy used so much fucking benzos when he's on a world tour and wasn't using any uppers?
High. Like, I'd say...
There's no way he was doing that without doing at least Adderall or something,
chances
right?
he's not doing
He's
them.
got to be doing uppers if he's doing
be.
that much benzos and stuff. He's got to be.
Oh, he's probably on cocaine. Like...
Maybe. If in his position, if the benzos are what you like, you want to take the benzos, be awake, but not have it like be interfered with by too much other drugs. I reckon you take like Ritalin or something, Adderall.
I thought everybody had already, like... I thought he was already relegated to that dude that when he says stuff, we were all like, okay, and just no one takes him seriously. Like, I thought
Bro, there must still be people who do, though.
Yeah, but for that's like Elmo just checking in and him to be like,
go fuck yourself.
You for discriminating against white people.
Yeah, yeah.
How is it discriminating against white people?
Because it has black people.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Tell you a little something about the way these guys think.
They don't.
Well, I don't know. I think he's lost his fucking mind. I think there's plenty of people in his space who do what he does.
I totally thought he had lost his shit and nobody bothered listening to him anymore. The fact that he's just yelling that sort of shit into the void is a cry for help.
That's why people aren't listening to him anymore, because he's listening to Wagon Wheel at the pub and then going on Joe Rogan and crying. Like, I saw this cover band. It was so moving. Oh, you just had to be there, man. Like,
I told you I've hit up a few people to just send them some of our content to see what they think.
Yeah.
The first response we got back from one of our testers is your Jordan Peterson / Kermit the Frog impression is amazing. And
shout out to that
that was
listener.
one of their top. Yeah, shout out to that guy. But no, that is like.
So that's been news.
Here I am sitting there being like, Larry David, comedic genius. And like that was as far as I took it.
Yeah.
I always had a thing with like when people would shit on Justin Bieber. I thought it was funny because to me it was like being mad at Elmo because he's not targeted or marketed to you. You'd have to go out of your way to end up having Justin Bieber be in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always thought that was weird for like grown men who like Cannibal Corpse and fuck that little cunt. And you're like, fine, I guess. I don't give
but
a
he's
fuck.
over there. He's not.
Yeah,
in
he's not coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I find it very strange, though, that Jordan Peterson told Elmo to go fuck himself for white supremacy. Like, that's not on my bingo card.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
Like,
he's walking a line. He's not being the white supremacist, but he is tweeting at Elmo to go fuck himself for discriminating against the proud white man.
That's clearly an Elmo AI, right?
I mean, it's some like 20-year-old social media manager.
Yeah,
in the States, sitting there being like, Elmo, just check it in. This will be fun. Everyone can
talk to Elmo on the violent hellscape that is Twitter.
Yeah.
Hey, sacrifice has got to be made. I think that's funny. But for Peterson to be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. But that's his life though. Like if you care to give him a follow and see what kind of things he is doing, it's that kind of stuff.
I've seen him crying on podcasts all the time.
Bro.
But like, there's two people who keep crying on podcasts, and it's Jordan Peterson and Bert Kreischer.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't know, Bert's always seems some weirdly version of wholesome, whereas Peterson's, it's just like...
He's never been wholesome, bro.
Just go to sleep, cuz.
Yeah, he does need a bit of a rest.
Yeah, you need a rest, man. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. Like, you should make your bed. Bro, you should get out of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, like... It's almost like, I don't know, I'm so shocked by that. I'm like, oh no, look at this poor old man.
Yeah, well, we always
yeah.
feel like sympathy for him.
I don't know. What's the word when I just... Nah, it's more like I've seen a dog that's been run over and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but
that's-
dogs are
and-
awesome. Jordan Peterson wasn't like
Yeah, true.
awesome.
Okay, a cat. But like, I've
Yeah.
seen an animal that's been run over and I go...
Yeah.
And when I see it, I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm going to have to get the shovel out of the boot of the car.
Oh, I'm not
Fuck.
touching it. Fuck off, it can rot. Like, I don't care. But same deal. It's like, oh no, this sucks that this is happening.
Yeah.
Anywho, like, I don't give a fuck. It's like,
There's a lot of
Can
guys
you believe
doing the
this?
same kind of thing, but I think Peterson believes it. Like, I think in his core, he's
he was the
he's
first
really like
person
drunk
I-
his own
he was
juice.
the first person I ever heard talk about the Bible that I was like,
Same.
I'm.
You're like, oh,
I've-
yo, there's one good point. Well done.
Nobody's
Nobody's done that.
Shot, yeah. I'll give you that. Golf clap. You get a golf clap for
Yeah.
that. But yeah, from that, it's just gone insane. Like, I like when Mark Norman and them shit on a man. It's comedy is good.
Yeah.
We don't need dick jokes. It's like, fuck. Shut up, dude.
That's good fun.
That's so fucking random. I did not know. Like, yeah, props to Larry David. Choke Elmo. That was
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just watching people lose their mind because Elmo's getting
Because
attacked.
Elmo told us that we should all like believe in
Did he?
ourselves and do the right thing, and
Did he?
that would make our lives work out.
When did Elmo tell us that?
but our
when-
lives have been totally commandeered by the
When did
financial
Elmo
class.
tell us that? I don't remember getting any
Isn't
fucking
that like a
life
core lesson of
lessons.
Sesame Street? I don't know if you watch much Sesame Street. I certainly didn't in like an informative. I was very religious. That was like,
Yeah,
we don't want to see what the
like I
American puppets are
remember.
doing.
I don't fucking put much credit into what goes into a fucking kids show. Like,
No,
did you know?
nor do I.
Did you know that Sesame Street in 2023 introduced their first homeless character as if Oscar the Grouch, who
Oh,
lives in a
yeah.
fucking garbage can,
to
doesn't
do that.
exist?
No, he's got his little can. He's
Did you
happy.
know in South Africa they have a Muppet that has HIV?
That's probably good.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some. Yeah, so who's watching this? Cunts that shit their pants. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be like, oh, this is. Like, I don't know. It just seems so fucked up. Like,
I think if
Can you
if-
believe
if
what
the
this
television
Muppet
that you're-
said? Like-
if the television that your children is watching is teaching them moral lessons and you oppose those lessons, that's fine. The kid doesn't have a TV. It's your TV. Turn it off.
that's what I sort
Yeah.
of get it. Like,
But I grew up with Sesame Street and now it represents different things. Like,
Yeah.
yeah okay,
there's
find a different show, bro.
There's a weird thing of like there's an overlap between like boomers and dumb cunts who want what it was like. You know, so when I grew up, it was like
Yeah.
this. It was like I think back and yeah, I had some cool shit growing up, but this is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stuff's hard. Yeah, okay, we have to work harder and all this other colossal amount of bullshit. But in terms of what life's like,
Sure.
it's way different.
There's cooler toys and
there's cooler toys.
there's,
Bro,
this
do you remember having?
distance
Do
is
you
less
remember
meaningful
like
to us.
fish and chips on the floor with your parents?
Sure.
And now you can be living in somewhere and decide, hey, it's fucking kimchi Friday, and
Yeah.
you can get some weird Korean dish you can't cook delivered by someone really nice and all that sort of shit. Like
Okay.
we got Uber Eats, all these different mod cons versus. Oh, but it used to be cool to say faggot at barbecues. Like that's what it feels like it's
It
up
did
against.
used to
Like,
be cool.
yeah, it used to be cool to like have to tell people like, no, I've got black friends. Like, you know, those are the people yearning for the golden days. And I just, of course, you think it was awesome. You bought your house for $12,000.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get it. It's like when you see bands like Poison, who were enormous for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And their fans are like, man, it was way better back in the day. Yeah, because you like Poison, cunt.
Yeah.
Like, of course
Yeah,
it
you
was
like Poison
cool.
and you were like 16, so
Yeah, yeah.
everything in your life
It
felt
was
crazy
amazing.
meaningful to you.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I fingered a girl to a Poison song. So you
Yeah.
just associate cool shit with biological spelunking. I forgot that's what we call it now.
Is this a good time to get into tunnel talk, or should we cover the last of the research that I did?
Go last of the research.
Okay, the last of the research that you asked me to do. You asked me if gay Down syndrome people exist. So I've looked that up. Now, that's like a Shane Gillis bit, right? Anyways,
yeah,
I looked it up.
It was an overlap because my dad doesn't watch Shane Gillis.
Ah, that's
And
right,
my
and your dad
my
had
dad
said-
has a Down syndrome brother.
Okay,
And
this-
while watching that TV show, Dad thought he was being progressive
Yeah.
and asking because it's Down with Love or something. I don't know, but it's a show about Down syndrome going
Down
on
with
dates.
Love, yeah.
Yeah, and Dad thought he was being a good bugger by being like, "Have they ever had a gay one on here?" And then it sent him spiraling. And I was like, "Dad, please watch Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
Please watch Shane Gillis. All of his jokes about Down syndrome." will match up with our experiences with your brother.
Okay.
There's so many things. Like I think one of the key ones was when if you tell someone who doesn't know much about Down syndrome that you have a relative that has it, they'll be like, "Oh, are they okay?" And as Shane says, it's like, yeah, they're fucking doing pretty well, actually.
Yeah, they're
He's
the
actually
best
the
ones.
happiest guy I know. He's crushing it.
Yeah.
And that's accurate as. Like, my uncle is a fucking golden retriever of a human
Bro,
being.
I did this
Yeah.
research, and maybe this is the show. It's called like Autism Island or Dating While Retarded.
No, because there's
down
love on the
down whole-
spectrum.
Okay. Anyways, I looked it up. I did this in an incognito tab.
You fucking would have had to.
Yeah, which is meaningless now that I'm doing it now that I'm
Considering-
talking about it in a broadcast.
Oh, bro! If Google, if the search engine was like a sentient thing that
Yeah.
sat in your phone,
Yeah.
and it's had to deal with all the nog you've looked up, and then one day it's like gay Down syndrome, your phone would have just started screaming.
Oh no!
Is this where we're at?
Okay, well I looked this up.
Yeah.
And the results were what you'd expect, right? It was like they run the gambit of sexual orientation just like everybody else.
Just like
They
everyone
have the
else.
mental
Yeah.
age of like an 8 or 9-year-old, but
I've just never seen a fabulous
But they have
one.
they have as much sexuality as an 8 or 9-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Like, that they might think tits are like enamoring or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, okay. So it talked about this show. It might have been Down with the Sickness or whatever you called it.
I did not
dating-
fucking call it that. But
Down.
keep
I
going.
think it was Down with the Sickness. This show, and there's this guy there. He's got Down syndrome, and his mum is saying that he's gay, and like there's celebration among the Downs community, like gay representation. This guy, but his mum's going like he's gay, like he loves big muscular guys, but he gets very flustered when he gets attention from women. And this article went on to say that this kid, this dude had he'd gone to a club and he'd met a girl and like danced with her and asked her to be his girlfriend, and he came home telling like, yeah, I've asked this girl to be my girlfriend, and his mum's going, but you're gay. And he's like, well, no, don't worry about that. It was such a weird fucking read, whereas
That's like
where it was like his,
Munchausen by proxy.
kind of, bro,
but
it was
with
super
sexuality,
fucking weird. Where I
Because
don't
that's
know.
that when you pretend your kid's sick.
Yeah,
It's Munchausen.
I think you tell them they're sick.
Yeah, like you,
Yeah.
but you tell everyone, like you live
Yeah.
this act that your kids
Yeah.
got this disease.
And this
to
dude,
elicit
maybe he's bi, or maybe he's all the way gay, and he's got some other weird thing going on. But it seemed like he
is straight.
was chasing puss.
Yeah, bro.
Like that's what he really wanted. Like
See, it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
So the only one is that the only one you could find?
that's the only one I looked up, and
Yeah.
I didn't
would've
care
backed
to
down.
look
I'd have
much
backed
further.
down quick, bro. I'm just happy on my dad musing it. Just
Yeah.
You ever seen one? And it's like no, like
You'd only know if you'd seen two.
But like if I see a Down syndrome person, I'm instantly like, oh, my uncle, and I'll always try to be like, a little bit more interactive than what I think most people are like. I'll try to say hi. Another Shane Gillis again. They all love John Cena. Give him one of those fucking things, they'll
Yeah.
fucking lose their shit, dude.
Sure.
Yeah, if you were to rock up to my uncle now, he would remember you from those times ago. And if you said, how's John Cena? He would tell you everything and be like, oh, that's right. You know I like John Cena. We're boys now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so different. Like,
Yeah.
one of my favorite ones that he's done, I'll just tell the story.
Go on.
Well, on his 21st birthday, he had organized quite a big party. And he was a checkout boy at New World.
Right.
And so in the checkout, there was a girl that he knew and her boyfriend and my auntie. That is on my mother's side, not my dad's side. So
Okay.
it's his sister-in-law, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's, she was a bigger woman than the average.
I see.
I hope she never hears this. She'll
That's very
murder me.
tactful.
Yep.
No, that's as tactfully as you could do it, bro.
Anyway.
So this big fat cunt's in line.
Yeah, and anyway, gets to the point where the couple's talking to William, and the girl's like, "Oh, we're so excited for your party this weekend, Will," and he's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be awesome," and the dude's like, "Yeah, man, we're gonna rage," and my uncle, without even looking up, bro, just keeps packing the groceries. He's like, "No, dudes, the guys are loud," and they're like shocked, and she turns to her boyfriend like, "Oh, guess you're not coming." And he's
Yeah.
like, "What the hell, Will?" And Will's just like, "You heard me. and just keeps packing the bags.
True.
And
what
then
a gangster.
And then the auntie, bro, who was behind them, like heard it and she knows it. She's like, "Don't you worry, William. I'll be there." And he just doesn't look up again, bro. And he's like, "No fat chicks," and just keeps doing it. And yeah, bro. And they're just like, whoo! And everybody's just hit with this like, what the fuck, mic drop in
my God,
yeah,
dude.
dude. Yeah,
he says that shit at work.
yeah, bro.
Oh my
Like, didn't bat an
God.
eyelid. Yeah, I think she's still mad at him about it. Like, she's held on. He's fucking almost.
Has she lost any weight since then?
She's like still mad about it. Yeah, he's almost 50. That was at his 21st.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
That same dude has just a list of awesome shit that's happened. Like, my nan had to get an injection in her hip.
Yeah.
And he had to go in with her, so they go behind the curtain, and the doctor's like, "Oh, you okay, Will?" And he's like, "No, not well. I feel faint. I feel bad. This is really not working." And the doctor's like, and it put the fucking needle in
That'd
my
be a
nan.
big needle
Big
for
fucking
cortisol
needle.
or something,
Yeah.
right?
And my nan's like, "What's going on? What?" And he's like, "Oh, it's okay. Will's just not feeling well." And this fella just goes, boom! Hits the deck, bro. Falls out of the chair, just sprawled out. Doctor's floor. Doctor's got a fucking needle in my grandma. She's freaking out. He's like, "He's fucking fainted." Doctor's swearing and shit, everything. They get the needle out. Fucking, "You've got to stay there, I'll sort." And as he turns around, bro, fella jumps up off the ground and goes, "Just kidding." It's like, fuck, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do
It's
that.
the confidence
Just-
to be like, yo,
this
no
would be
no
great.
dudes. No, also no fat chicks. Like,
Bro, just the world they live in is just so much better than ours.
yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds it, bro.
Oh,
So the other thing, oh shit! So we've caught up on the news. Did you
Yep.
want to have the last thing that we would traditionally do in a podcast like this is tunnel talk? I've prepared a stinger.
I think our tunnel talk segment for today is bigger than
Well, we have
anyone
had-
we've ever had.
We have had quite a jaunt today, Elvis.
I think we should have a very short break
Yeah.
and prepare the greatest tunnel segment anyone's ever done.
I'm here for it. Cut it.
Peace.
Okay, so here today is a very special episode of Tunnel Talk, and I have prepared a stinger for your consideration. Let's see what you think.
The year is 2046. Almost none of us are left. Those of us who do survive are here in the tunnels. Tunnel talk.
What do you think?
What the fuck is wrong with you these days, eh?
Knocked it out of the park, right? Was it good?
Fucking knocked it into the asylum, maybe. Holy shit,
What's
that
wrong
was
with that?
brilliant. You're a scary man.
I thought maybe we could just use part of it, like maybe just the very end.
Just the whisper of tunnel talk.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's
dude,
why I gave you a short
today
file and a
is-
long file, but I decided
Yep.
to grace your ears with
I think that was
what I've been working
wonderful.
on.
But yeah, you're a fucking weird one.
Look, it might not be the stinger that you expected.
It's 2046. That is not what I expected at all.
it's a
you
man
were
bearing his
good
soul.
you were so good at music, and out of everything you did, you were like Tom Waits. That's what Tunnel Talk's intro needs to be.
It's look. Forgive me for trying to go a little bit high concept, okay?
No, no forgiveness.
for trying
Should have
to-
asked permission, not forgiveness.
Is it not evocative? You not picture yourself there. Is there not a beautiful like metaphorical over? You know what? This is pearls before swine. Whatever.
I like it. I'm just amazed that's the angle you went with out of everything that I know you're capable of doing.
What do you want? Do you want something that's like ba da 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 tunnel talk? Do you want something like that? That means nothing. I feel nothing when I do that.
Yeah.
That stinger that I played you, that is moving. All right, this paints a picture.
It does. It definitely does that. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't know we were painting pictures, but fuck. All good. I'm impressed. I think we need to rip the fucking lid off it now and explain what we did today.
Where have we been? We've been at Wrights Hill Fortress in Karori. in New Zealand.
So, background, we started doing this thing where we sit down and tell each other to shut up all the time because of dumb stuff, and started talking about tunnels, to which one of us fell madly in love with his new passion.
You were pretty excited.
And it's not me. Jizzy's eyes change when you bring it up.
I mean, it's kind of both of us.
But anyway, it turns out that the Wrights Hill Fortress is open on Waitangi Day, and it allows you to walk around and explore 600 meters of tunnels.
Yeah, baby!
We do have like footage, so we'll have to prepare some shorts or something.
Yeah,
But-
we'll put something up.
We'll put something up.
But we walked the tunnels. It was a very interesting experience. At first, like, the acoustics in there are great. Let's
Oh.
say that up top.
We did miss out on the accordion busker.
Yeah,
which-
dude, somebody's busking in there with an accordion. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
That was
dude.
so cool.
Who knew the secrets
Of the
those
tunnels
tunnels
had-
held?
yeah, bro.
Fucking accordions, Nazis,
Oh.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, bro. The fact that one of those fucking...
Like a real Nazi, but dressed as a Kiwi soldier.
Yeah, it was really strange. And when we pointed it out, we got some weird looks, so we scurried away.
Yeah.
Back to the purity of the tunnels.
Exactly. It was the only way to effectively move through a
The
tunnel
thing
was
that-
scurrying.
But the thing that really buzzed me out too, though, I pointed it out,
Yeah.
was that the shells those guns fired were the size of the weight of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so insane to me. That
What do you think would do more damage to a boat, one of those shells, or if you fired Brock Lesnar?
From how far?
Same distance, up to 30 kilometers, baby.
Nah, he'd do way more damage because when he hits, all the Mexican supplements in his system would burn the wood.
And he demands piss videos.
yeah, but just if you're shooting a gun like that, you're getting piss videos. I think that's how it works.
We tried to do a tunnel talk live from the tunnels. Now I only have a short segment of that. We brought a
Yeah.
good microphone and everything, but my phone hasn't recorded it properly.
So we
but
do- we
Elvis
will-
suggested that if anybody caught us in there, we should pretend to be recording a paranormal podcast, which is what I did.
And it was
So
actually,
tunnel talk might be a bit disjointed.
It was actually embarrassing to realize that we were more proud of being ghost hunters than we were of being tunnel enthusiasts.
I think I'm just more comfortable pretending to be enthusiastic about something dumb
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I don't really believe the dumb
Yeah,
thing.
and you'll never see those people again.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, I
I still
would feel
thought we were
self-conscious
there.
about my tunnel enthusiasm around strangers, but I could pretend to be enthusiastic about something
I
that
still
doesn't
think
exist.
we were there for a different reason to everyone else.
That's true.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
feel that straight out the gate. Like everybody wanted, like there's a gun firing place. You can go up and shoot an old gun
Yeah.
with a blank.
Yeah.
Just seems odd, but hey, do what you fucking want.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot of old, like there's that thing about dads, and you either get into like smoked meats or World War II.
Sure do.
There was a lot of those World War II guys up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to talk about it heaps while we were in there, but you couldn't because there was so many. But the people that were there, like, it's real weird to be in a tunnel and what looks like a mole person walks past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, holy fuck, how long's he been in here for?
Yeah, bro.
Let him out.
And there was the eagle down there too.
the eagle.
The eagle, the old Dagestani. The
Oh,
extended
yeah,
eye
bro.
contact
Yeah,
with you,
yeah.
bro. Bro,
Yeah,
if you,
fuck, that was
but I
funny.
guess if your missus is super hot, like you got a couple ways you can go about it, and one is super hostile.
Yeah, well, fuck, I cracked me up because it shows where I'm at. I was like, hey, that dude looks like Khabib. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even see his missus.
Yeah.
I was too busy looking. I wonder if that guy's fought a beer. Like, you know. I don't-
Yeah, honestly, it was him I was looking at as well. I
Hmm.
looked at his missus long enough to know that she was hot, and I shouldn't be checking her out unless I want to get like a flying knee from the top of the fortress.
Yeah, fuck. That's funny. I didn't even realize. Like, I just
You didn't even see the
didn't
lady.
even see the. Didn't see the lady. Didn't see the lady. Didn't feel the threat. Like,
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
what up, Dougie? Like, fuck. It would have fucked me up more if we'd met him and his name was Stan and he wasn't from Dagestan.
Yeah,
that would have fucked me
just
up.
Kiwi fella.
Just
Yeah.
from Karori.
Yeah,
Brings girls there all the time or something.
yeah.
But nah, there was an interesting day walking through those.
There was something else that we didn't get recorded, which was when I sang in the tunnels, ah, and somebody responded from somewhere in the tunnels. Never knew who it was, but ah.
Here's this weird operatic sound. Off.
Yeah. amazing.
It was cool. It did sound really awesome.
It was good. Now, I've been doing a lot of tunnel research that we could talk about this week, but perhaps we should keep this tunnel segment to just what we did today.
It's been weird though, like you say now, well, I was just tunnel gazing the other day, as if everybody knows.
It's entered my lexicon.
Yeah, as if everybody knows that that's what you were doing. Just a sec. Something's glitched here.
Is it still recording?
Yeah, it is. That's what I was looking for. Just moving these.
Well, that
I think I moved the wrong one, but we'll fix that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good.
I think we can. Have you got tunnel research?
I mean, there's certainly there was one thing in particular that I found this week. Honestly, a lot of tunnel research, but there's one thing in particular that I thought was really interesting, and as an homage to Dan Carlin, I might invoke him a little bit as I read this out. They were talking about in ancient Greece, Philip V of Macedon's siege of the little town of Parnassus, according to Polybius. Quote, "The ground around the town were extremely rocky and hard, making any siege mining virtually impossible. However, Philip ordered his soldiers during the cover of night collect earth from elsewhere and throw it down at the fake tunnel's entrance, making it look like the Macedonians were almost finished completing the tunnels. Eventually, when Philip V announced that large parts of the town walls were undermined, the citizens surrendered without delay." End quote. So there's an example of a guy just pretending to build tunnels thousands of years ago. Just the threat of tunnels took a city bloodless, bro. Amazing.
You've said that there's times that we laugh together.
Yeah.
And there's times where I directly laugh at you.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry that this is one of those times.
Look,
the fact that you have like voices and shit and
Sure.
stories on it's.
Well, I love doing voices.
I know that part, but it's like you've found an excuse to enjoy two things at once.
Possibly, bro.
Voices and tunnels.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of like getting into like voice work? Like if someone was
Sure,
like,
man.
read this book. Like,
Yeah.
You should
do
do
If
it.
there's anybody listening to this who's like,
He's like-
"God damn, that guy's fucking good." I do need a Jordan B. Peterson impressionist for this show I'm doing. We'll be right there.
Fuck yeah, that'd be so funny if you could do all these voices and someone
Yeah.
just wants Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we'll never see Kermit the Frog and Jordan Peterson on the same stage.
No, I suppose not. No,
They
he
won't.
would need to.
Not if he's going around attacking Muppets.
Yeah, bro. He would need to have a real like come to Jesus kind of moment, bro. Kermit
think
would be a fool to get close to him
if
with
he
the
needed-
violence Elmo's suffered and what Jordan's
If
tweeting at him.
how you said he has a come to Jesus moment, bro,
Yeah.
that fella would have to come in Jesus to change that much. Or have Jesus come in him, I don't know. But
I don't know if there's any recovery for
how
that
do you
guy.
hate a Muppet that much? Sorry, it's really stuck with me.
It doesn't hate the Muppet, he hates what he represents, which is
Yeah, dude,
an attack
even
on his glorious heritage.
his glorious Canadian heritage.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It's not a boot.
This is not about diplomacy. This is about dignity.
No, the Canadian government has apologized for Bryan Adams on several occasions. No, fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. The Jordan Peterson attacking Elmo for white people is.
Oh, yeah, that's the world we
fucked
live in
me
now,
up,
bro.
Man.
Yeah.
What
That's
did I
prime
see
times.
that fucked me up? Oh, yeah. We don't need tunnel outro music, do we? We can just start talking about other shit.
Sure.
Oh, did you?
I mean,
you,
no. That's enough. That's enough tunnel talk for 1 week. I think. I think this, in many ways, an endless wellspring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We should just live stream you talking about tunnels one day on YouTube and see how long you'll go.
Sure. We could try it, bro.
Get some bots to act like they're in your chat and shit, so you're not.
See, I don't want to do it dirty.
I will. I just won't tell you. That's how it works. No,
God damn it.
Yeah, your music evocative as you say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't take you on a journey, bro. Like you couldn't like visualize it in your head and shit. It invites like a
You know the
sci-fi
problem-
premise,
you know,
but it
like-
leaves it all to your imagination.
You can get in trouble when jokes are funny, but when they're right, people get mad.
Okay,
And art can do that. People get mad when art's a little too on the money.
okay.
I think that's what you've done. Like, it's 2046. It's like, yeah, it's going to happen. You see, so it's not as evocative when you're right. Does that make sense?
Oh, you're worried that this could be. Well, that's
I'm not worried. I
Look, when I was-
welcome it.
when I
Like,
was- when I was furiously
you may
composing
yearn for
this
the
piece-
shaft, but I will yearn for the tunnel.
when I was sitting in my studio fiendishly composing this masterpiece that I've laid before you. I was thinking, where could humanity end up? What are the bad things that could happen to us, bro? Like AI, Elon Musk, nuclear war. What is an effective tool against all those things?
Tunnels.
Where will humanity be? It'll be in
yeah.
the tunnels.
Well, that's the whole thing. With
How do you tell that story musically? With what I did, with an impressionistic kind
Was
of
it a
piece.
kuowo? Like,
No, I'm just whistling. I can
That's
do like
so
real
funny.
like crazy like low whistles if I block my nose and shit. Like, yeah, I was trying to do like kawowo sounds, but
I
without
love
one.
that you're an instrument.
Yeah, hard
That's
out, bro.
Cool as, bro.
Yeah, it's fun as hell.
Awesome. I'm going to start throwing more musical challenges at you now that are more akin to that. Cause
I look. I had a good time. I was laughing. I was definitely laughing when I was making.
oh, fuck
Whatever.
yeah. There's a maniacal sort of vibe to that. Cool, though. I am impressed. That's 2 for 2. You're doing well.
Oh, cheer.
What's the next one? Do you want to kick into another?
Let's have a look, and then maybe we'll talk about what we wanted to talk about this week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So this one is... Oh, I don't know what this one's called.
Look, it's a shorter one. It's not as highfalutin.
I'm just going to let it play, and
Yeah,
then
that's
you
right.
can explain it. Okay? So...
It's more of a traditional stinger.
Oh, I didn't unmute the track. That's really funny.
Okay.
There we go. And
Yeah, more. It's more traditional, more like what you might have expected. One is an idiot. It might
Oh,
be
hang on.
both of them. Shut up, dude. That's just the short
Okay,
version
that's
of the
cool.
other one from before.
No, that's cool. The long version's awesome.
all right.
Yeah.
I can
That's
certainly
when-
expand on it, like put more instruments and shit in it. Whatever. Shut up, dog.
That's awesome.
I think that
That's-
could like go between segments, maybe.
if we ever have a like brick and mortar office for Shut Up Dude, that's the noise that happens when someone comes in the door. All day. Receptionist goes insane. But fuck you. Well done.
Oh, thanks.
When you were saying like these are dumb.
The Tunnel Talk one is one of the dumbest things I've ever done. It's got to be the dumbest thing I've done, like sonically, but it's up there with.
I'm impressed.
So we
yeah.
take a little break and
Yeah,
refresh
bro.
ourselves.
I am. Yeah, that definitely caught me off guard. Peace. So the next time that we start these,
Yeah. Is anything happening?
I don't know. Next time we start these, they will have little sound files put through to make it a little bit more appealing. Oh,
Yes. Yeah, we'll have stingers and such. I
Yeah.
got some more that aren't finished, but maybe by next week,
Yeah.
maybe I'll bring some more.
I'm. How do I say this? I was going to say, how do I say this without coming across as a dick? But that's not my job.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, you're going to start worrying about that now.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. You should try a bit more with your...
Try at what?
With your stingers.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm just fucking with you because it's funny.
I bring you perfection, and you
And what do we strive for around here?
good enough.
Thank you. Who wasted their own time? You did come up with gold, but...
Well,
like,
thank you.
If it was on company time, you wouldn't be getting overtime for that.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Standard
Standard rate, bro.
Anyway, is there a particular topic you wanted to bring this week? There is something I wanted to talk about.
Trying to think. Nah, not really.
Okay. Well,
I'm still just buzzing out at how fucking insane this year is going.
yeah, there's lots of fun, man.
Yeah, it's very interesting seeing like the Vince shit and all these other crazy news articles. Like, Yeah, the fact that like Slayer is over, but Kerry King has decided to make his own band, and it's so similar. Like he reckons his fear of it was that people were going to call it like Baby Slayer or Slayer Light.
Okay, we are now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is that no one was going to call it that.
Yeah.
And now we are.
Speak it into being, bro.
Yeah, now we are. But
There's a couple of things that I maybe wanted to talk about. One is like the Taylor Swift AI porn. You know about any of that?
yeah, I heard about
Have you
that.
seen any of that?
Nah, I didn't look it up.
Well, I looked for it, but I didn't find any.
She's not someone that I want to see making those
She's
faces.
not attractive to me either. But she's like Jesus for white women, though. They fucking love that shit.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
They're like Voltron, though. If they all put their shit together, they're unstoppable.
well, she's suing. Like they're gonna change the law so that you can't make AI porn with people. But you're
There's that many.
on board with that.
Well, no, I just don't. I think it's. I don't know how it feels to have somebody AI me and do all that shit. Like Taylor Swift, yeah, okay, she's worth billions of dollars and all this other shit, but
Okay.
the amount of hate that one human being faces is real interesting. Like,
Okay, let me ask
for
you
what?
this: if you generate AI porn of a person, at what level of similarity of looking like Taylor Swift does she get to put you in jail for it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think.
Are you calling it Taylor Swift porn? Are you selling it?
What if you're not, and you just generate it and it spits out something that looks like Taylor Swift?
And you go, haha, this looks like Taylor Swift? Or
No,
do
you don't say anything. You just beat off and then delete it.
Well, then I don't know how anyone knows about it. What did this guy do?
Because they're watching everything
did
at
this
all
guy
times.
did this guy release his
I
Taylor Swift porn?
I don't know if you think that you're doing things privately on your computer, but if they're looking to catch people out for something, they know what you're doing on your fucking computer.
Well, okay, hang on. There's a fucking few things there. Like,
Yeah.
if this guy's made Taylor Swift AI porn to rub one out with
Yeah.
and then deleted it,
Yeah.
how the fuck do you know about
No,
it?
he posted it.
So that's my point.
Right.
So he's posted it to say what?
So what the
Did
my,
he
my
post
issue?
it to say, hey, check out this porn I made with AI and it looks like Taylor Swift?
I think it's probably.
Or did he go?
I think it's probably.
Or
trying,
did he go? Hey, look, I managed to pull off the. Like, is he trying to make AI porn that looks like Taylor Swift?
I can't say he is. He is on purpose making Taylor Swift.
Well,
AI
then
porn.
fuck you, fuck you, dude.
Right.
If he's generating AI shit that doesn't look like anyone, yeah, cool.
Right. But what if
Mm.
it kind of comes out looking like Jessica Alba or something?
Yeah, but
Like-
if you're not being like, hey, check out this thing I made. It looks like Jessica Alba.
But if you
getting
just
railed.
post it and you don't tag anybody, it's fine. Or
Yeah, if you're trying to generate clout for yourself because you've done something at the expense of someone else, I think that's fucked up.
no, but if you just post your AI porn that you make because you're proud of it, like, hey, everybody, you can beat off to this too.
Hang on,
But
hang
then
on,
somebody
hang on.
thinks it looks
someone's
too much
posting
like Kylie
their
Minogue.
someone's posting their AI porn because they're proud of it and not trying to make money off it. Is that what you just said?
I mean, I think some people might be. Yeah,
And they're not trying to make money off it.
maybe they're doing that too. I
How
don't
many
know.
artists do you know that are posting their shit being like, have this for free?
I'm proud of this art that I barely made because I actually had a computer do it. Yeah, I think people post all the
Yeah,
time
I
going
think
like,
if you're
look at what I did.
think if you're sitting down and trying to generate these images,
Yeah.
you're trying to do something more. Because why did you pick her? Oh, is it because she
no,
has a
if you
billion
didn't
fans?
pick anybody. You generate an
Bullshit.
AI porn
No,
of
if
just
you-
any
yeah,
white
yeah,
woman getting
if-
railed in a Chiefs stadium.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
say, hey, this is what it looks like. Cool. It just
Yeah.
turned out like this.
Yeah,
But if you're like, hey, check out, I got this video of Taylor Swift and this AI video of Taylor Swift. If you're using her name,
Right.
then I think it's, yeah, fuck.
But
you.
if you
hey,
don't drop her name, but it does look just like her, that would be okay.
I guess.
That's a weird place to draw that line.
Well, you're fucking with one of the most powerful women of all time. What did you think would happen?
What do you mean?
Like if you like, she's got how much money?
Hang on, because she has power, she's right to wield it in a judicious
No,
way
just be
against
smart
us?
about
Like-
it. Do you fucking talk shit to dudes that can smash your head in? No. So why would you fuck
okay,
with
but if
somebody
they're-
who has a
Alright, but
legal
this is
team?
the AI,
This is
people
the
fucking
same.
with AI is a big movement,
But this
and
is
there's
the
going to
same-
be some dickheads in it.
This is the same chick who was like, "Let me out my contract."
I
And-
don't care who she is and what she does.
No. But she went and re-recorded all of her albums under her own thing. Like that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you go up against something like a lion and you prod it with a stick and the lion fucks you up, sorry, Maybe you shouldn't be fucking with things you can't fight.
Okay, but I'm not fucking
Not
like-
you, him.
Okay, but I might be peacefully here trying to generate vegan AI pornography, and it spits out something that looks like Taylor Swift, and suddenly I'm a criminal.
No, you're a criminal when you post it and say, hey, check out this AI Taylor Swift porn.
So if I make it on purpose of Taylor Swift, but I don't distribute it, and if I just beat off to it and delete it, that'd be okay.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm wary of people making laws against what computers are able to do, because this is the kind of places people draw their lines.
If you put someone's name on it who
Yeah.
has the ability to crush you with their wallet,
Uh-huh.
you will probably regret doing it.
Okay, I mean, like, I'm not doing anything.
No, anyone. Like, hey, I generated all these images of The Rock taking steroids.
Right.
You think he's going to leave those up? He's probably going to get mad if someone posted it on Twitter and was like, hey, I've got these AI images of this.
It's a drawing.
Yeah, but if somebody has the legal capacity to take that shit on, maybe don't fuck with them.
Okay, but that's
You don't have
This
to
is-
do this. You don't have to make
yes, but
this.
you're
doing it because
yes, but
you're like
appealing
the
to and
computer-
submitting to authority and going, because there's a powerful entity, you should let them steamroll what computers are able to do, what you are able
But
to
why?
do. Like,
Okay, so
I
why is it okay to generate images of people who you don't know, have nothing to do with, and can receive financial gain from doing this?
this is a hammer. The AI is a hammer, right?
Yeah, and somebody's using it to do this. They
Yeah.
could use it to do anything, but they're using it to do this.
Yeah.
Why do it?
I don't know. They get off on it probably. They probably
So
think
there are fuck-
this. If
yeah,
I was
yeah.
to speculate, I
So
would say
if
this
some
person
legal
thinks
capacity-
it hurts Taylor Swift, and that's part of why they're doing it.
Okay, so that's ratchet.
I agree.
It's a malicious attack on someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're maliciously attacking someone who has enough money to kill your parents with her wallet.
Right.
Yeah. Well, consequences.
Okay.
If you go and be a dick and someone
we-
smacks you down, that's your fault.
How do you feel about guns?
Hammers.
Guns. No. Tell me
No,
about, tell me-
they're hammers.
Yeah.
They're tools. They
Right.
can be used the same way.
Uh-huh.
Fucked up people use them fucked up.
Right, but
Yeah.
you're allowed to have one.
Yeah, and if you pass the tests and they let you have one, go
yeah.
for it.
So, do you think that's what should be with AI? Like
Little bit.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
get like an
yeah.
AI license that proves that that you at least know how to use it responsibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you think it's okay to generate images of famous people and put cocks in their mouths?
I think it's okay to do kind of whatever you want, but I don't think anybody's.
Like if
anybody's
you
hurt by that.
draw a picture good enough that
You
it
can-
looks like that,
yeah,
they will still get
that's,
mad.
That's art, brother.
But they'd still get mad.
That's okay. They
Yeah.
can get mad and they can sue you, and that's all fine. My objection to it is if the government goes, "We're going to make it so computers can't do that." Like, no, don't change what my computer can do. It's like in the same way that someone would go, "Don't take guns," is don't fuck with my computer. Like I'll use my computer for whatever I want.
I understand where you're coming from, but do you get what I'm meaning of like, it's like freedom of speech, isn't it? Like you get to say what you want, and we get to tell you you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Well, I think this goes further than that. This is damaging to a person. Like
Okay.
Taylor Swift has how many kid fans? How many little girls like Taylor Swift? They search one thing and then up comes this AI porn.
Okay.
That's fucked up. That
All
shouldn't
right.
happen.
That's an interesting example.
But that's fucked up and shouldn't happen. That
Okay.
some little kid has to fucking get
I mean, you
exposed
could
to this
Google
because
anything and come up with NSFW
Because why though? Because
result.
some fucked up cunt thought it was a fucking lol's idea
Sure.
to do this.
Yeah, because there's always some cunt ruining it for the rest of us.
and that's what's happening.
Right.
And you fucked with the wrong one.
Okay, but the answer being, therefore, the state can ban what my computer can do, that's incorrect. I don't believe that. Like,
Yep.
it's the same shit where they try and ban, like, 3D printing guns.
Yep.
You're trying to ban math.
Yeah.
You're trying to ban engineering. I
Yeah,
can
dude.
print a tube if I want. I can take a bit of
These are the
metal and
same
turn it into a
dudes-
gun. You can't stop me from knowing how to do that
These are
or
the
telling a
same-
CNC machine how to do
Same
it.
people who fucking made everyone go inside because someone fucked a bat. Like,
Wow, that's a bit of an oversimplification.
a
simplification.
Is this like liberty?
Liberty, I
Yeah.
believe is how it's pronounced.
Isn't it liberty
I think it's liberty.
and justice for all?
yes.
Liberty,
Well,
not
hopefully.
liberty and
hopefully.
justice for all.
There was a bat that fucked a pangolin, and then somebody, like, vampire sucked on the pangolin, I think.
Either way, this is like
you know
the
that's
government
what's-
are
that's
terrible.
what's
The government are terrible pieces of shit. And if I was the government,
Yeah.
I'm not scared of Russia. I'm not scared of Iran. I'm not even scared of nuclear bombs.
Brother,
I'm fucking scared of all of the white women in America.
okay, I'm not worried about that personally.
Now those fellas go on a pussy drought, bro. I bet America crumbles.
Yeah, possibly.
If they do that Chirac thing, you know that movie?
No.
It's based off like an old Roman thing where these women decided to stop a war. All of them denied everybody pussy. There's like, when your husband comes home from war, you tell him to
Don't
get
fuck
fucked.
him.
Don't fuck him
Yo.
until the war stops.
Okay.
And there's a Spike Lee movie called Chirac.
Nice.
Where a lady and like a
Bro,
gang...
That's like what we were talking about with like generational unions.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So in this like gang fighty, war torn part of Chicago, they call Chirac because of the amount of violence coming out of it. Yeah, some lady is like, nah, we should like stop fucking all these gangsters and then tell them like, you want pussy again, stop fighting.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's based off this old. I think it's Roman, might be Greek, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure. But it's a very interesting one. It's like like you say, like the generational union thing.
I dig
But
that, bro.
If all of the Taylor Swift fans in the world were like, change the rules or no one gets their dick sucked.
Yeah.
I bet those rules fucking
Bro,
change
I
tomorrow.
I read a stat
You wanna fuck
last
with these
week
girls?
that said 1 in 5 Americans would vote the way Taylor Swift wants them to vote.
Yep.
Bam! That's the same number of people
I
that
bet-
think Epstein killed himself.
Bro, I bet that like there's probably an insane number of Taylor Swift fans that are ready to go to war if she decides to take the presidency. Like, I think they are
I'd love to
that
see her
insane.
try.
Oh, of course,
That'd be
course,
awesome.
course, I understand.
I know I said that like I was doubting she could do it, but I think she could do it.
She's a phenomenon. I don't I don't get it. I don't understand it. But a couple years back it was that fat bitch whose fucking dad got OJ off.
Lizzo?
Kardashian.
Ah.
Yeah, that whole dynasty of power. Yeah, that thing. That was a thing. Fucks
Yeah.
a rapper and then becomes like one of the most powerful people on the planet. And you're like she was going to fucking
she's
Donald
rich and
Trump.
influential.
She was going to Donald Trump and being like, let this guy out of prison. There's no evidence on this. And they're like, yep, sure. Like, she's done all sorts of weird shit like that. But now it's this new super white girl, like Super Saiyan white girl, bro,
Yeah.
who, did you see the thing about her concert that like they reckon an earthquake happened at the same time and the scientists
Okay.
come out being like, we want to say it wasn't because of that, but there's nothing to suggest it.
You know that happened in Auckland, right?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Foo
yeah.
Fighters.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I mean, was it an earthquake? I feel like the seismologists do know.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
I
they
think
are
they
so
probably know.
fucking enamored by this crazy lady. Oh,
Why is she
no,
crazy?
sorry, by this lady who has this crazy buzz.
Right.
That people are doing insane shit to get recognized by Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
harder.
our version of it. Like, wasn't Cleopatra like fucking 15? It's
Oh, probably. They
Yeah,
all
yeah.
were in those stories,
Yeah,
man.
well-
yeah, I've got myself a hot new wife. She's 12.
I think that this is just that's sort of weird. This lady has done an album for every breakup and every emotion that any human can experience when it comes to a love thing, so she can hit with everybody. And if you're dumb enough to just only listen to that, what you're given, you would fucking indoctrinate to this bitch's cause. Like, I don't like it. I don't think it's cool, but I've watched how much people care about their music.
Yeah.
Smart people who give a fuck and will argue. You want to confuse drummers at a party, bro? Bring up Rosanna by Toto. Those cunts will talk about it for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drums are pretty amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course they are. But when you got two cunts who have played it and live, and that's it. They'll just go on about it for ages.
Yeah.
So you reduce the intellect down to Taylor Swift fan, like, because I'm not saying you have to be dumb to
not-
like it, but
it's-
I'm saying on a billion people level,
This is
you're
what I struggle
fucking with Godzilla.
This is what I struggle with. Is it's not dumb to like Taylor Swift. It means you have no musical education, and that's fine. Like there's stuff that I can't do. There's stuff that I don't know about, and I enjoy the pop version of it. You know what
Do you
I'm
know
saying?
what's interesting about Taylor Swift fans and music versus music fans and music? Taylor Swift fans fucking buy albums. That's
Right.
the fucking difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many fuckers do we know with hard drives of shit they've never paid for?
Yeah, of course.
You go around a Taylor Swift fan's house, bro. They've bought all of the shit she did with her record label.
Well, they're
and then they
listening on
bought
Spotify,
all
right
of
now.
Taylor Swift's versions. No. They buy these things. They buy their shirts. They buy the merch. They
The
buy
merch, for sure.
everything.
Yeah.
They buy everything this bitch does, bro. And it's sorry, she beat everyone at their own game, and now some cunt's like, oh, I AI'd her with a dick in her mouth, and
Yeah.
they're like, she sits in her house and goes, crush him, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
She can privately
Yep.
crush that guy. Don't have the government to say,
No, that's-
Jizzy and Elvis, you can't use your computers that way.
yep. Well, this is
It's a gun. It's a
unfortunately-
hammer. This is math.
Yep. Unfortunately, this is the country that's enforcing this.
Oh, I can't believe you're sucking government's dick like
the
this.
country that's enforcing this shit is the same ones who don't understand a correlation between gun deaths and young people.
Right.
Yeah. Did you see them attacking the TikTok and Snapchat guy, saying that these two young people,
And he's
who had-
Chinese for a start.
these two people who had killed themselves because of social media had driven them over the edge, and they
Yeah.
killed themselves via gun.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, fuck you, Snapchat. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Hell yeah, dude.
are we skipping the gun
No,
part?
yes, we are, yeah.
And so the same
We used to
the same people
child killing themselves with a gun. We can rationalize a
Bro,
child
and
killing
the-
themselves from social media. That's new.
and
That's
the
sexy.
same people doing that are the same ones being like, Taylor Swift's looking at us, quickly do something. Because they're terrified of what's going on. They're more scared of the Swifties because teenage girls evidently seem to run the world by what they choose to get up to. That's why new metal fashion's back, because some fucking weird
It is back, eh?
Yeah, bro, that's
Yeah.
because of these girls. So now all the dudes are like, quick, grab your older brother's shit.
Yeah.
wear your corn shirts and stuff. And these
Ah.
girls are all wearing fucking massive Jinko jeans and shit. It's
Yeah.
insane. Teenage girls do that. You watch soon, there'll be 40-year-old dudes rocking around, listening to Disturbed again. It'll swing around because they think that's
The
cool.
Disturbed fans
Yeah.
never stop.
But don't you dare fuck with.
We're always down with the sickness, aren't we, Grimmy?
Don't be surprised when. Yeah, I'm not. To be honest, Daz, I'll clear this up real quick. I'm
Okay.
not sucking the government's dick. I'm sucking Taylor's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big Tay.
Yeah, big Tay, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, she's a force, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a juggernaut. That's
Yeah.
all fine.
But like, yeah, you want fucking shit we think is cool to be sweet? Pick a band and tell your mates to buy their albums. Because you know what's happening? We're not doing that. Everyone wants to talk shit on Spotify. Bet you got it.
I don't.
No, these cunts.
Yeah.
Oh man, we would make so much more money if it was. No, you won't. Like, these Taylor Swift things are eating it. They'll buy it on every platform.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll have Spotify, but
See, I don't.
Yeah.
But I don't. Why are you so enamored with that success? Like that. That's
Because
interesting
that
to me.
success is what levels you with the power to be like, crush this motherfucker, change the fucking law if you have to. And the government's just like, yep, fuck, please just don't hit
I
us.
mean, well, if
Yeah.
you want that, then our voters.
I
want
don't
that,
want it.
guess.
It's
No,
just
no,
what
I'd
it
say
is.
In the shoes of the government official, you might go, if that's what Tay wants, then I guess that's what the people
Oh,
want.
you watch, bro. I bet the next fucking run for presidency is going to be Taylor Swift, and her vice presidency is The Rock.
We could have someone under 75, I think. Well, I say we like I'm there. I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But as the leader of the free world, as it were, or at least the commander of the most powerful military and economy the world has ever known.
Until
we
they
could
come up
maybe have
against it,
someone
and-
under 75.
Until they come up against a tunnel, because as we investigated last time, tunnels 2, America 0.
Totally, bro. Yeah.
And yeah, these are the cunts who keep trying to fight tunnels, who are terrified of Taylor Swift shifting their economy.
Yeah.
It's like when Saudi Arabia owned 7% of America, and they were like, if we take our money out, you'll fucking crumble.
Yeah.
And it's like, let Dubai do what it wants.
Do you know the
Yeah.
guy, Robert Kiyosaki, I think his name is?
I
He wrote
know.
a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Oh,
He
yeah, and
had,
he's like $32 billion in debt
bro,
because
he's
fuck
so
you.
far in debt, and his
Because fuck
position,
you.
his position on it is that's the bank's problem. Like if I go bust, that's the bank's problem. They can't let me. They have to keep lending stuff to me.
I have seen that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's-
It's not 32 billion, but it's
no, I think
fucking,
it's 1 billion.
It's
but that's
it's a lot of
Yeah.
money. Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, it's like someone fucked with a dragon and we're all gonna get burned. Yeah. It sucks ass. Welcome to the world.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I
Uh,
don't like it, but that's what happens.
I guess it is, bro.
Mm.
So I was thinking about that stuff a little
That
bit.
AI guy, like, yeah, ha ha, I made Taylor Swift suck your dick, ha ha, rubs one out. You know, I'm going to post this, man. I'm so proud of this.
Yeah.
I don't want any money, though. It's like, yeah, get fucked. There's no way that's how that guy's thinking.
Well, I mean, that's not what ended up happening, right? Like
Dude,
it all got
if you,
banned and stuff.
but if you post something that you're like, this is going to go viral, the only reason you want it to go viral is because you think once it hits a certain critical mass, or
Good stuff will
terminal
happen for
velocity,
you.
Good enough, yes.
yeah, of
You'll
course.
get paid for your tweets, which
Fucking
that does
maybe.
happen. But
Maybe this might be a perv thing that isn't that much in touch with that. You know, it might be a different. I think it might
You
be a
know
different
how
thing.
you know how on the Pornhub website
Yeah.
it has share.
Yeah, it does have share. Do you
Yeah.
know what else? It has a toggle that you can choose between straight porn or a mixture of gay and straight porn.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, it's
Do you ever start working yourself up on just the thumbnails?
that's what I've been telling you the whole time. You can bust one to a
Yeah, you
process
can bust
that-
one to a thumbnail, but if you're scrolling some thumbnails and you've got a mixture of gay and straight porn, you can out of nowhere you can hit some confronting imagery, bro. Like, ooh.
I think if you can't do it by thinking,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can be your mate.
What, bust by thinking?
If you can't rub one out,
Are we still talking Bluetooth?
if you
have
can't
to
rub
be
one out
touching yourself?
without, like, if you need the internet to rub one out,
Right.
you've gone too far, bro.
I don't need it.
Not you, anyone,
Someone.
somebody out there's like,
That's just you look at me in the eyes when you say it.
oh, last person to talk about having a nog problem. Not
I have a
naming
nug
any
problem.
names.
I have a nug problem.
Nug problem.
Yeah. Too, the nug is too potent.
To be honest, I did try some of it the
Yeah.
other night, and I woke up in the morning like, why is this still happening to me? I text him. I text the bro being like, what the fuck is wrong with this stuff? Like,
Yeah.
I drove to work being like, is this permanent? Like,
Yeah.
Am I just like this now?
It does feel a bit that way.
Seriously funny to wake up and still just Dave is not here, man. Like Cheech and Chong the fuck, because I laughed when I saw yous, but oh, it's destructive. El Diablo, bro.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be that hard. Fuck, who am I kidding? Go harder.
Do we have anything else to cover?
Not really.
Well,
I-
then that's been our show. Please
I-
enjoy this.
I think the main point of what we've achieved today is that your jingle for the show is amazing.
Nice.
And I love it.
Yes.
And
And Tunnel Talk was even better.
Tunnel Talk was even better.
You hesitated. Why'd you hesitate?
Well, because I was waiting till off air to be like, fuck, bro, how the fuck? Are you okay? Is everything